We're here at the RBC Center in Raleigh, North Carolina. Welcome, gamers. I'm Jim Houston with Craig Simpson. We're almost ready to drop the puck for an exciting matchup between the Carolina Hurricanes and the St. Louis Blues.
Now we're in for a war here tonight. Both of these clubs play smash-mouth hockey.
You don't see many of these guys back down.
Well, the winner here will be the last team standing.
And knowing these teams, that winner will be standing in the penalty box. All right, now let's get down to center ice for the opening face-off. Face-off won by Stahl. Wrist shot. St. Louis grabbed it. They move it into the neutral zone. Here comes Paul Kariya. Big glove save by Ward. Outstart the Hurricanes. Shot the puck. McKee. He intercepts it to Joe Corvo. Now it's passed to Whitney. Eric Stahl, who early in his career is compared favorably to Ron Francis. To Corvo. Here's Yanni Pitkinen. Here comes Corvo. Post! Here's Paul Kariya. Oh, he hit the post! To Yanni Pitkinen. Now it's passed to Whitney. Passed ahead to Whitney. Now he carries it to center ice. Snaps the shot. Blocked. Stahl finds it. Here's Boys, who's already got a shot up. He's saved by Ward. Here's Jay McKee. He stopped that too to Brindamore. Here come the Hurricanes. Shift after shift, putting on great pressure. It's 2-on-1. Quick shot from the slot. He stopped it again. Picked up by St. Louis. Here's a shot. He stopped it again. McDonald, he gave it away. Carolina will start the breakout. It goes wide. Kaberleho to Williams. Brindamore goes offside and the play is stopped. About to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to the Hurricanes. One-timer right on. St. Louis grabs the puck. Ward can really handle the puck.
He gets out of his crease in a hurry and tracks down the dump-ins. Now that's such a huge asset because it forces the other team to try to carry it in.
Shoots the puck. He misses. He misses. Jansen fires it along the boards. Goes behind his net. Shoots the puck. Legacy denies him. St. Louis is one tough opponent. They've got solid players right down through their bench, and they play a smart game.
Well, you can't make mistakes against this team. They've got just too much talent.
Here's Eric Johnson looking for his first shot on net.
No one's on you, no one's on you.
One-timer right on.
Yep.
And it's touched for icing. This goaltender's really effective with the puck.
And Jim, that really helps out his defense. When the puck gets dumped in, he's like having a third defenseman back there.
Face-off won by Cullen. LaRose fired it from the point. He misses. Scooped up by Carolina. Shot the puck on the slot. Intercepted. They come the other way. And it's dumped in behind the net. Up to Melichar. Here's a turnover. Quick up to Heino. Now he's into the attacking zone. Cullen. Rutu comes in offside. Legacy was able to deny that shot.
Jim, you need good coverage to stop a wrist shot. They're extremely accurate.
The faceoff goes to St. Louis. It's dumped in by Jansen. He passes the puck to Walker. Now a quick pass up to Letowski. Back in he comes. One time from the slot. And he hangs onto the puck for the whistle. Legacy did a good job staying with the puck.
Jim, he's playing with a ton of confidence.
Ref is signaling for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Carolina. Rips one. Blues take possession. Out they come. Turned over at center ice. Here's Patrick Eaves, who hasn't registered a shot on goal so far. Rod Stick save by Legacy. Nice save.
And he made it look easy.
Puck is about to be dropped. Joe Corpo. Shot saved by Legacy. And he hangs on for a faceoff. They're getting ready for the faceoff. Faceoff goes to St. Louis. Thunders hit into the board. Letowski to Walker. Shot the puck. Picked up by Carolina to Letowski. He intercepted it. Dumped in by Jansen. Beda. Now passed over to Walker. Here comes Scott Walker. One-timed it to Joe Corvo. Carolina scooped it up to Letowski. Big shot. Oh, he hit the post. And he stopped that and he hangs on. Now here we have a kid who really thinks the game well. Wouldn't you say, Craig?
Well, no question. He's shown that he has the great skill. But it's his ability to make smart plays that's really impressive.
To Eves. Shot. Legacy gets a leg on it. Another shot. He blocked it. That's a great play. He hangs on to the puck. This guy doesn't give shooters much when he goes down, does he?
No, he gets awful big in goal. He can still be beat, but it has to be a perfect shot. That's the challenge he gets.
Got a shot on goal. Legacy turned the shot away. Brindamore. The shots are 14-7 for Carolina. And that'll do it. The first period draws to an end in a scoreless tie as we head to the break. Carolina is in a scoreless game despite a multitude of shots.
Jim, it's only a matter of time. When you outshoot your opponent like that, the goals will come if they can keep it going here in the second.
The faceoff goes to the Hurricanes. They're over the blue line and on the attack. And he hangs on for a faceoff. This guy needs to play aggressive to be effective.
Well, he doesn't block down, so he has to play at the top of his crease. If he gets back on his heels, he gives away way too much net.
Passed over to Brewer. Taken out. Here's Joe Corvo. Hard shot. The ref indicates a delayed call. Korea gets called for interference.
He's not happy about getting that minor, but he's going to the box anyway.
And you can see the coach here doesn't like that call, and he's having a word with the official. Carolina is about to go to work on its first power play of the game. Let's see if they can cash in.
You want to establish a good power play early, even if you don't score. Builds confidence and keeps momentum going.
High note cleared it out. Whitney to Williams. Here comes Justin Williams to Brindamore. Backhand shot from deep in the slot. That's blocked. It's corralled by Brewer. He dumps it. To Eric Stahl. He's only got one to beat. Legacy stones him. We're ready for the faceoff. Faceoff goes to Carolina. There's a quick shot. Cleared out by Jansen. Jumped off by Carolina to Joe Corvo. Legacy covers up for the whistle. Sergei Samsonov is one of those guys who uses his small size to his advantage.
Yeah, he really gets low to the ice and uses his speed to hit the holes. Once he sees open ice, he's gone.
To Corpo. Shot hard. McKee. Here's Joe Corvo. He turned the puck over. Now he passes it to Eves. Here comes Eves. Bang! Legacy closed the door. Carolina is 0 for 1 with the man advantage as the penalty expires. Jansen dumped it. Into the corner. To McClement. Timer. That one sent wide of the goal. Jansen picked it up. Sergei Samsonov, drafted by Boston the same year they picked up Joe Thornton. Now he moves the puck into the attacking zone. To Cabernet. Nice one. Turns Turned away by Legacy. Delayed penalty coming up. Cullen will get the gate for hooking.
He thought he'd gotten away with it. Instead, he gets a 2-minute minor.
About to drop the puck. Face off won by Kachuk to McDonald. That's a nice play. To Melichar. Here's Melichar. He passes the puck to Walker. Gathering speed. Here comes Scott Walker. To Melichar. Hard from along the boards. Shot from the slot. He scores! And midway through the second, we've got the game's first goal.
The release on that shot is so quick. The goalie barely had time to react to the shot. Nice goal.
Halfway through the second period, and suddenly it's 1-0.
It's a tough goal to take, Jim, especially after holding the line for so long.
That's offside.
He'll be getting up and looking for the number of that truck.
Ref is signaling for the faceoff. To Barrett Jackson. Now he just gets it deep. In behind. He gave the puck away. It's man against man. Behind the net. Ahead to LaRose. He intercepts the pass. Takes the shot. Ward got a leg on it. Jumped on by St. Louis. Into the corner he goes. Ward turned the shot aside. Gleason gets called for cross-checking.
I'm not sure if he was trying to take him out of the play, but he definitely nailed him with the cross-check.
You can see that coach isn't too happy about the call. St. Louis has one power play goal already, and they'll get a second opportunity here. Brindamore wins the draw behind the net. He intercepts the puck, stoned by Ward. St. Louis picks it up over to Stempniak, intercepted. Here comes Rod Brindamore. One-timed, scores! It's a short-handed marker.
When a one-timer's set up properly, it's nearly impossible for the goalie to get in position to make the save.
Second period winding down, tie game. Think we'll see another quick one?
I would certainly set them up for the third period, that's for sure.
Here comes Rod Britton, scores, and they're up by 1 before the second intermission.
Wow, did you see how quickly he got that one away? That takes pretty good hand-eye coordination to time a shot like that.
That goal will put them up by 1. Now the question is, can they hold the lead?
We're still a long way from declaring a winner.
Here comes Wallace. One-time shot. How he kept his eye on that one is beyond me.
Well, you'd need a pair of eagle eyes to keep that one out, but somehow he did it.
The puck is about to be dropped. Shoots the puck from the left. He misses. Delayed call. To Melichar. Stempniak will get the gate for interference.
That was a good call, Jim. That deserves 2 minutes in the box.
Carolina will be able to relax and play a little 4-on-4.
Now this situation is far from perfect. A lot of ice to cover, and speed counts.
We're down to 2 minutes to go in this second period. To Corvo. Quick shot from the right. Oh, it's not even close. Hitkinen. Here comes Stahl. Post. Polak. Carolina applying tremendous pressure here.
Oh, he bailed his team out with that save. If he didn't make it, they'd be down by 2.
rallied with a pair of unanswered goals and now lead by 1 as we start the third period of play.
And Jim, they really have momentum on their side as the final frame gets underway.
They're getting ready for the face-off. Face-off won by McDonald. Gleason exits the penalty box, meaning his team now has a 5-on-4 advantage. One-time shot. Here's Barrett Jackman. Timer. Snap just wide of goal. Jackman. He passes the puck to Corbin. Shot it right on. Legacy covers up. He denied them that time, but they're really on top of him.
Well, Jim, he could use some help from his penalty kill.
We're ready for the face-off. Cullen won the draw. Shot. Legacy denies him. The ref indicates a delayed call. Johnson clears it down the ice. Behind the net. Quick up to Corpo. Key gets called for high sticking.
A dangerous play, and from this angle, it looks even worse.
Hopefully that'll bring the temperature down a few degrees. Carolina gets another 2-minute power play. Let's see if they can generate a few more chances this time. The faceoff goes to the Hurricanes. Shoots it quickly. Legacy made the save. What really impresses me about this guy is how quick he gets across the crease.
Well, he likes to stand tall in there, and that makes it easy to get post to post.
Hurricanes won another faceoff. Legacy got a leg on it. Legacy stepped up to keep the puck out of the net.
They need to hang in there and kill off this penalty.
About to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to the Blues. Hindeman gobbles it up. Legacy made the save. Yoni Pitkinen. Here comes Stahl. He passes it to Pitkinen. Shot. Legacy. Post. Carolina has it now from behind the net. Here comes Justin Williams to Brindamore. Circling the net. That stop too. Williams takes control of the puck. Carolina has played a clean game here tonight.
They haven't taken a lot of lazy penalties in the neutral zone, and that's because they're skating hard and playing sound positional hockey.
To Joe Corvo. Fired it. Missed the net. Picked up by Carolina. Another shot. It's blocked. Cullen. Legacy covers up for the whistle. Legacy caught a piece of it with his blocker, and it was just enough to prevent it from going in. Ref is signaling for the faceoff. Hurricanes won another faceoff. Here's Joe. He's shot. Legacy turned it away, and he hangs on for a faceoff. Puck is about to be dropped. Hurricanes won another faceoff. Right there from the left. And he hangs on to the puck. The Hurricanes seem to play this game with a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, they're a big, aggressive team that tries to intimidate. If you shy away, hey, they've won the battle. You have to stand your ground.
Carolina continues to struggle on the power play. They're now 0 for 3. He scores! That might do it. They're up by 2 in the middle of the third.
This guy will take goals any way he can get them. Some call rebound goals garbage goals, but they sure look the same on the score sheet.
Carolina takes a 2-goal lead here in the third.
This game is now theirs to lose.
Shoots from the right. Just missed the net. Boys, Williams nails him. Here he scores. Just like that, they're running away with this.
Some guys like to finesse the puck, but this guy's like a closing pitcher. It's all about the heat.
Looks like this one's pretty much out of reach.
Now, Jim, I wouldn't say it's over. That's a sizable lead at this point in a hockey game.
He shoots! Great save by Legacy! They're getting ready for the faceoff. Hurricanes won another faceoff. Shoots the puck. Legacy turned him away. It's corralled by boys. Out comes Františka Kaberleho, and he's into the attacking zone. Legacy made the save. To Kachuk. Yes, corralled by Walt. Here's Františka Kaberleho, who's been stopped. That's blocked and didn't get through. To Paul Kane. Here's Rod Brindamore. To Eves. Here comes Eves. He misses. Here's Rod Brindamore. That's blocked. Brewer to Kareem, and he carries it to center. Just one man to beat. He gets knocked down to Williams. Here comes Rod Brindamore. Shoots it from beside the net. Corralled by Carolina to Rutu. Now over to Melichar. He picks off the puck. He carries it to center. One-timed it. He scores, and it's a huge lead late in the game.
This goal was all set up by the pass. Without that feed, there's no way he would have found the back of the net.
If they scripted this game beforehand, it wouldn't have looked this good.
They absolutely embarrassed their opponent.
And that's offside.
Assisted by number 2, Josef Melichar.
We're ready for the face-off. Here's Joe Corvo, who's been all to get a shot on goal. Stumped in by Highnote. Fires from the slot. Passed ahead to Whitney. Here comes Stahl. Fires a shot back to Wojciech. Leveled against the boards. Puck jumped on by Whitney. To Joe Corvo. Shot. Legacy made the leg save. Legacy comes up with a whale of a save.
That shot had a lot on it. He was able to stay in position and keep it out.
About to drop the puck. Polak. Now he takes it to center. He picked it off. Melichar. Outstart the Hurricanes. And the play is offside. He had a pretty big gun on that shot, but it got kicked aside. Ref is signaling for the faceoff. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the third. Takes it. Legacy with the glove save. He passes it to Jansen, and he just gains center and dumps the puck in. Ahead to Pitkinen. Under a minute to go in the third. To Pitkinen. Now a pass up to Stempniak behind the net. Quick up to Letowski. Now he takes it to center. He moves it into the... He scores!
The goalie was caught in no man's land on that one. What a beautiful pass that was to set up that goal.
Puck is about to be dropped. Face-off won by Cullen. He shoots! And he missed the net. Johnson grabs it behind the net. To Backus. Now passed over to McDonald. Flat. Jackman into the corner. Post. Gleason. Intercepted in the neutral zone. Rutu in the corner. Shot the puck to Johnson. Into the last 10 seconds of the third. Laid out. Johnson. And we're all done here now. The Hurricanes won this game. 6-1 the final score. Here are tonight's 3 stars of the game.
First star for Carolina, number 11, Justin Williams. Second star, Carolina, number 17, Rod Brindamore. For Carolina, number 8, Matt Cullen.
From Raleigh, North Carolina, I'm Jim Houston, and
And I'm Craig Simpson. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next time.